And the Edina Hornets. From the Plymouth Ice Center, John Jacobson and Dan Fick and Jay Wilcox will be along for the telecast as well. And Dan's second game of the season, second game of this tournament. Edina with a Holy Family victory, 7-2 last night. Wayzata defeating Maple Grove 4-1. And now it's the Trojans and the Hornets for the title of the night.
Oh, gee, the Trojans and the Hornets again. I'll tell you what, you can't ask for two more traditional and good hockey powers. You want to watch good hockey? Come on out and take a peek at this game. This is going to be a good one. Edina coming back in off a state tournament run. Didn't quite go where they wanted it to. Very strong, got most of the scoring back and their goaltending back. They're rated number 2 in the state. I'm looking for a high-powered team here.
They've got, as you said, pretty much everybody back. They lost a couple of players, but that is it. They bring back some of the top defensemen in the state, their goalie, and he said a lot of their scoring, and they put up 7 last night against Holy Family. They're going to be a tough team to slow down tonight. As Pat O'Leary told me earlier, the Wayzata coach, they can cycle 3 lines and they keep coming.
Absolutely, and even getting in tight on Willie Benjamin, the goaltender, is a tough deal anyway. He really slams the door, and he's the reason they made it. They weren't expected to go to state last year, and all of a sudden, bam, there they were. That's it. Wayzata, on the other hand, well, now we've got a whole different story. They lost most of their scoring. They do have their goalie back, who was out last year with an injury, who carried him a couple of years ago through a nice suction run. So they're kind of in mystery what's going to happen. Now, scoring 4 goals last night against Maple Grove, good sign. Pat O'Leary's got to be happy with that. But against this team, they're going to really find out what they got.
In talking to Edina coach Kurt Giles, he talked about Wayzata having some good young players and some speed. He said those guys can move the puck.
Yeah, they really can, and the advantage is they're playing on Wayzata's rink. It's Olympic size. Speed kills on this rink, and they've been practicing here. So be interesting to see. And again, you've got youth programs that build in. So yeah, you'll lose some really good hockey players, but you got some pretty good ones coming in. So they kind of reload around here. So it'll be interesting to see how the Trojans handle this first-time adversity against probably one of the premier teams in the state.
It's a championship game of the 11th annual Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Edina and Wayzata will drop the puck at the Plymouth Ice Center after this timeout on 12 Sports.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
A public service message on building strong bones for kids from the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America and the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Big crowd at the Plymouth Ice Center. Edina Wayzata, the championship of the 2012 Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Sponsored by Channel 12 and the Wayzata Trojans. A big challenge for this young Wayzata team in Game 2 of the season, Dan Ficken.
Well, running into the number 2 rated team in the state so far, and that's based on some pretty good information and past history. And they get them on their home rink and in a tournament scenario where it doesn't count toward conference anything. So it's a good wide open game, a good chance for both these teams to get loose and see what each other's got here. And I'm looking forward to a real barn burner of a game, John.
Ready to drop the puck. Holy Family defeating Maple Grove in the 3rd place game earlier, 5-2. Fire with a nice outing tonight, bouncing back from the loss to Edina. And we are underway. Play back in Trojan zone. Behind the net, turnover. Wayzata coughing the puck up in their own zone. One thing that Coach Pat O'Leary said they need to avoid tonight, turnovers. This one doesn't cost them as the puck comes to Ryan Mahut trying to clear the zone. Well, it's lost in the circle. Puck is free. Moved up the right wing. And now finally flipped back down to the Edina line where it's taken by Parker Reno. One of the captains for the Hornets passes it across for Tyler Nanny up to the blue line. And at center ice. Connor Hurley with a shot and the save by Aaron Dingman.
Well, the Trojans are going to depend a lot on Dingman here in the beginning, too. Their defense is pretty young. They've got 2 sophomores out there playing regular shifts for the Trojans, so Dingman's going to have to be on his toes, especially early here against the Hornets.
Jack Sorensen moving the puck up ahead on the left wing. Chad Olson for Wayzata goes to the corner along with Matt Nelson of Edina. Centering pass out in front, backhand shot, and a big save from Willie Benjamin. And our first whistle, 1:09 into the hockey game.
Wayzata with the first really good opportunity here, John. Really coming in tight on Willie Benjamin, who's been a very strong leader for the Hornets, holding them tight too. That's a good sign for the Trojans here early.
Face-off won by Wayzata. Puck played to the left corner. And back behind the net for Jack Sorensen. Sorensen left corner. Out high under the stick of Stevens. His shot goes to the side of the net. Freitag off a shot from the circle. It's deflected wide of the Hornets net, but the Trojans keeping the puck in the Edina zone. Now finally picked up by Ben Foley. For Edina, puck off the skate of Andy Jordahl at center, lost, taken back by the Trojans. Freitag whistling a shot wide of the Hornets net onto the stick of Chase Haller. He lost it, and back comes Edina. Only to their blue line though. The puck kept in nicely by Chase Heising. Heising battling in the corner for Wayzata, along with his teammate Chase Haller. A couple of Hornets tied up in there as well. Nelson and Stevens. Finally taken out by Heising. Falls down as he came to the top of the circle and lost. And out comes Edina to center. In across the line. Nice little move by Cullen Munson. Back behind the net, getting the puck to Bo Brower. Back to Munson, trying to return the pass. Broken up by Jacob Molk of Wayzata. Trojans able to dump it out past the blue line, and Edina will shoot it back in with Hayden Anderson putting it back into the Trojan zone. Behind the net, Molk playing it for the Trojans into the corner. Skated up the wing and out of the zone by Robert Zitzelberger. Edina gaining control back. Anderson up to center and then shot into the Trojan zone. Behind the Hornets net into the corner goes Zitzelberg. Missed on his pass and it ends up as icing against Wayzata. There's a look at Aaron Dingman. You mentioned the damn injury kept him out last year. Played a lot of minutes his sophomore season, and need a big year from him and a big night tonight, more specifically and more immediately in this championship game.
Well, he's proven to be a good, solid goaltender in the 1 year he did play. He had a .928 goals against average, and only gave up 2 goals a game. So, but he'll be tested tonight. Hornets, as you can see, the big difference. They're really moving the puck well around the ice and to each other. Everybody's getting a touch of the puck. Wayzata's going to have to be really on their toes.
Dan Hinnebauer with the pass to Matt Masterson. Centering attempt didn't connect for the Hornets, and they'll have to skate back in their own zone for the puck. Anderson with it. Off for Hull. Wayzata keeping the puck in the zone. Left side, Jalen Wall. Now able to get the puck off to Brian Mahout. Mahout, number 5, trying to put a shot on net. Lost in the skates of Ben Hull, who didn't know where it was, and recovered and played it out. Hemingway ahead for Wayzata, touched up into the zone by Mahout as Wayzata makes a change. Anderson behind his net, able to move it up the wing and out of the zone. Wayzata regaining control of the puck. Pass ahead by Freitag to the line. Ridden out of the play is Olson. Shot from the blue line, and the glove saved by Benjamin off the stick of Chandler Lindstrand. And we get a face-off in the Edina zone. You look at Kurt Giles, 14th year as head coach of the Edina Hornets.
I wonder if Kurt ever smiles. Heck of a coach, though. We know him also from his North Star history, and he's done quite a job with the Hornets here. There, a number of years ago, they were in some trouble, hadn't been doing what Edina usually does, and he's restored them and done a very good job of that program and really rebuilt it. And they are, again, a power in this state.
The nice guy. He's always been very friendly to us when we've done the tournament. I always get the feeling, though, he's going to throw a hip check at me. So I'm always very, very cautious and very polite to the man.
Yes, he kind of gives you that Bud Grant persona. That face just stays the same the whole game, determined and looking like an intense person.
Face off in the Wayzata zone. And Hinnebauer in the face-off against Jalen Wall won the draw for the Trojans. Taken by Cullen Rash of Edina, played to the corner. Rash going to free it up. Now it comes loose in the circle and taken by the Trojans. Up ahead to the Edina line. Turned over there, played out to center and back to the Wayzata line. Pass on the left to Hemingway. And now knocked into the zone by Wall. And behind the net, Reno. Well, lost by Edina. Benjamin had to make a save. Rebound shot, and that goes wide off the stick of Mahout. Trojans keep it in. Mahout hitting it off the post. From the right point, Benjamin making the save on Olsen. Wayzata putting pressure on Olsen. Another shot. That deflects to the corner. Grabbed by Tyler Nanny and passes it ahead. Malmquist trying to catch up with a drop pass. Oh, and a big save by Dingman as he robs Connor Hurley. Great end-to-end action here at the pick. Hornets regain control at their blue line. Matt Nelson head manning it ahead to Connor Hurley. Here he's in deep, centering pass and off of Malmquist. And again, Wayzata able to make this stop as the Trojans play it back to the Hornet zone. Skated down by Ben Foley, up the wing, and back comes Edina again. Hurley across center ice. Pass across to his left for Malmquist. Back to Hurley to Malmquist. Trying to return the pass, and now it'll be Brouwer trying to skate after it, battling Zitzelberger for the puck. Zitzelberger playing it, turned it over. Centering pass in front. Wayzata breaking it up. A shot. Benjamin the save. Another shot, and they score! What a sequence of hockey over the last 2 minutes. And it ends with a Connor Hurley goal, and the Hornets lead at 1-0.
Can I catch my breath now? Is that okay with you guys? Holy buckets, back and forth. Both goalies tested in the past 3 minutes of just tremendous up and down hockey. Dingman making a fabulous save coming through, but finally the Hornets with just good forechecking coming in. They free that puck up and they put it on the one guy stick. You really don't want it on Connor Hurley. Bang. Gets a nice setup and just finds the hole on the short side and puts it away. Hurley's one of the premier players, probably top 5 in the state right now. And one guy you don't want the puck on the stick of inside your own zone.
Assists going to Bo Brouwer and Ben Foley. Connor Hurley at 6:33. Big shot from the blue line. Save made by Willie Benjamin. Shots even so far, 4 apiece. Puck free in the Hornet zone, and Edina gains control and kept in by Batra. And Edina able to regroup, get it out to the Wayzata line. Alex Stevens touched at the blue line by Haller into the Edina zone where Ben Hull has it. Up on the wing with the pass to Masterman. Up the center. Jordahl taken out of the play, and Wayzata takes over. Out to center. Maxwell Zimmer knocked to the ice. And a big check by Masterman. Back comes Edina. Down the left side, Munson, drop pass, and the shot from the top of the circle deflected up and out of play.
Well, Wayzata responded really well after that goal, John. They took control of the puck, got some shots off, put some pressure inside the Hornets zone here. The Hornets just moving sometimes like a machine there, but I'm surprised at how physical the Hornets are. They look big and strong, a lot stronger than I remember them from being last year. They're putting some body on and just taking some Trojans off the puck.
Miguel Fiddler in the face-off with Maxwell Zimmer. Trojans with Mahout trying to move the puck up the wing. Turnover. Fiddler trying to carry in deep. picked off his stick. And taken by Molk and out to center ice. Down the left side comes Jalen Wall. Lost it to try to split it between the D. Up to center it comes. Here's Nanny with a shot. That's off of the defenseman Zitzelberger. Left side trying to get it down to the circle, but it's off of Cola's stick. Centering pass. That's off a skate. Edina had a couple guys cruising down the slot looking for the puck. Dan icing here on Wayzata.
Almost a really bad turnover in the Trojan zone. Giving it up there and putting right on the Hornet net. Looking at Pat O'Leary here, second year coach of the Wayzata Trojans, taking over the program. John, I thought he did a really good job last year. He lost a ton of scoring and a number of people to the juniors, and really was a contender, a very good hockey team last year that they quite weren't expecting.
Their section runners-up a couple of years ago, lost that heartbreaker and what was it, 2 overtimes?
Yeah.
Shot from the blue line, only got as far as the circle. Roche trying to regain control for Edina. Puck dumped to the corner. Roche will have it back behind the Trojans net. Goes to the right side. Over skated there and taken by Hemingway. He lost it. Wayzata giving it back to Edina. Check in the corner. The battle between Haller and Hinnebauer, and a shot on goal and the save by Dingman.
You know, we're seeing now some dominance by the Hornets, but a lot of it is the Trojans, I think, are trying to get a little too fancy here. Just some turnovers they're trying to do behind-the-back passes and stuff, and this is what happens. The Hornets pick it up, and, you know, they're going to go right to the net. And being as strong as they are, you need to be a little more straightforward in what you're doing here, especially in your own zone.
Rash getting that last shot on net for Edina. Now Wayzata at the Edina blue line, lost the puck. Out to center, flipped back ahead by Lindstrand into the Hornet zone. Edina can't clear. There's a chance for Wayzata. It's off a skate on the shot by Wall. Lindstrand trying to keep it in at the point and can't. And back comes Edina. Malmquist carries deep with the shot and whistled it wide of the net. Back out to the point. Hull with a shot and fires it off the glass behind the net. Comes to Mahut. Out to center to Zimmer. Puts one in wide of the net. Skated after it is Hull for Edina. His clearing pass off of Olsen of Wayzata, and moving in, losing the puck as it came to the front of that was Wall. Edina back, and a slow one sliding in on net, and Dingman covering up off the stick of Masterman.
Boy, so far, John, I'll tell you what, it's been a series of, you know, just short, quick passes that are coming through. Edina's showing great support on the puck. One guy has it. If he loses it, there's another guy right there to support him and pick it up, and that's helped them sustain some drives as they break out.
Edina keeping the puck in the blue line. Munson really working hard. Centering attempt. It's out past the blue line, and the Hornets will have to regroup. Ryan Hatch onto the stick of Andy Jordahl. Gives it to Tyler Nanny. Nanny did some nice maneuvers and ran into a check at the Wayzata line. Picked up by Freitag. Cross for Molk. Molk lost it. Carried in back behind the net by Jordahl. Dumping it for Nanny, right corner, left corner, excuse me, out onto the stick, and the save off of Jordahl's stick by Dingman. Sorensen. And pushed out of the zone and shot right back in by Edina. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go, first period. Edina leading 1-0.
Well, I tell you, the story so far, John, has been the Trojans. They're committing turnovers. I think they're a little nervous. I think they're a little, you know, this is our first big test now. And they're really turning the puck over a little bit too much now. Dingman's done a great job for him, and it's only 1-0, but if they keep this up, it could start turning up on them really quickly here, so they just need to calm down and start playing some straightforward hockey.
Wayzata net had come off, the reason for that last whistle. Now the Trojans bring it in the zone. Shot deflects off of Haller's stick, and back comes Edina. Centering attempt by Fiddler, broken up. Overskated then by Batra. Now Batra regaining control, gets it ahead for Heising. Heising takes a hard check into the boards from Matt Nelson. Spakola for Edina, backhands it in. Dingman stops at their side of his net, then will play it off the glass. Comes to Matt Nelson, chops at it. Puck deflects to the front of the net and skated out by Zimmer. Maxwell Zimmer to the Edina line with a shot. Didn't get much on it as he was taken out of the play by Ben Foley. Play to the side of the net. Trojans trying to gain control. Foley moves in for the Hornets. And back they come. This is Nelson coming to center ice. Looking to his left. Passes that way. A shot deflects. Boy, the Hornets just keep coming in waves, Dan. Each group comes out and they transition so well from defense to offense, and they're on the move, putting pressure on that Wayzata defense.
Yeah, they're playing north-south hockey. They're not doing a lot of going across the rink. They're going right back down to the other end. That's what I mean by straightforward hockey. And they know where each other's at too. I mean, there's always a body there and stuff. So, you know, Wayzata's got to do that, but also got to start getting into the passing lanes and get a little more physical with them. Take some rhythm off and start hitting some of these guys. And they're having trouble with it right now, because right now it looks like the Hornets are stronger, to be honest with you, very much stronger than the Trojans are, at least physically.
4 minutes to go in the period. Kyle Olsen with the puck, just missed on the pass to Freitag, and it's icing on Wayzata.
Well, that was a good attempt, and it was pretty straightforward, but you know, you want to make sure that, you know, you don't do that too often, because guess where the faceoff is right now, John? Right. Not where you want it if you're a Trojan.
Hornets win the face-off. Nanny trying to gain control of the puck, has it in the slot, getting it off to Malmquist. Malmquist right boards, off to the point to Hull. And taken by Edina's Hurley. Puts it on net as he turns. Dingman has to make the save. Icing on Edina. Face-off coming back to the left of Willie Benjamin.
Hey, one of the things we're looking at too, at the Hornets are doing very well. There's a series of short passes. That's where that support comes in good. The passes are anywhere from 5 to about 10, 15 feet at the most. They're cutting with the puck, toward the puck, but always moving up the ice, and that's a heck of a lot easier pass to make than a 40-footer across the rink.
And they'll drop the puck again on the face-off. Tie up in the corner for the puck. And out comes Edina. Nice pass on the left wing ahead to Munson. Munson carries deep. Back behind the net. Back out to the point to Hull with a shot. A lot of traffic there. Side of the net. Trying to gather it up was Brower. And taken by Wayzata's Hemingway to his blue line. And now to the Edina zone where it's on the stick of Hull. Turnover at the blue line, poked away by Brower. Trojans get it back. Stevens backtracking, now plays it back for Hemingway. Up the wing and out to center. Left side comes Haller. Haller cutting toward the net, lost the puck. Edina gaining control. We're going to have a penalty coming up here on Wayzata. And is touched by goalie Aaron Dingman. The whistle and her first penalty tonight. Tripping call at 14:36 will put Edina on the power play, as Heising will go off for tripping.
Caused by just, again, another turnover scenario, this time in the Edina defensive zone. Wayzata coming in, and the puck just gets changed direction, and all of a sudden, 2 attempts, a reach was the stick was put out there, and Edina jumped on it, and the stick obviously took him down. And we'll get a chance to see the Hornet power play and see if Wayzata can keep him out with a good penalty kill.
Matt Nelson. Now it's played to the corner. And back to Jordal to Nelson. Turns it to Jordal, top of the circle. Back behind the net, left side it goes to Malmquist. Out high, hesitating. Reno. It's a pass back off. Right circle. Reno return from Hurley. Now Nelson. Broken up by Wayzata, and they clear the zone. Reno skated down at his blue line. Plays it back ahead for Connor Hurley, who had the goal tonight for Edina. Shot wide of the net by Malmquist. Kept in the zone, though, by Jordal. Behind the net to Hurley. Hurley, top of the right circle. Missed on his pass. Comes to Matt Nelson. Nelson taking over at the point, and Hurley. Side of the circle. One-timer whistled wide by Nelson, and a perfect pass from Hurley. Hurley gets it again. Looking, firing side of the net, and a good breakup by Kyle Olsen. And cleared out of the zone by the Trojans. Olsen able to poke it away from Dylan Malmquist, who is parked next to Aaron Dingman. Under a minute to go in the period. 30 seconds left in the Edina power play. Hornets back into the Trojan zone. Reno for Nelson. Back for Hurley, setting up behind the Trojans net. Out high, Reno with a blast, and that's blocked by Chad Olsen and cleared out of the zone by Wayzata.
But the Trojans blocking has done a real good job here in the last 7 minutes or so of this period. They're starting to get in front of some of these shots and stopping them before they get to Dingman.
Manny trying to work his way through. Can't get all the way through. Now does get the puck back, though, behind the net. 15 seconds to go in the period. Wayzata back at full strength. Trojans able to get the puck out of the zone. Edina couldn't keep it in. They'll try one more wave. 7 seconds to go. Drop pass. Nanny a shot. Dingman the save. And cleared out. Hit actually a player in the Wayzata bench before getting down the ice. We'll get face-off with half a second to go in the Wayzata zone. Enough for the drop of the puck, and that's it. Good first period of hockey.
Wow.
And the Edina Hornets leading the Wayzata Trojans 1-0. I think if you're Wayzata, you were probably outplayed, but it's only a 1-0 game.
You've done a pretty good job, one-zip, considering the shots, but also the penalties too. And that's kind of put the advantage to Edina right now. It showed a little more momentum because they had more power plays. But overall, good period. You survived it if you're a Trojan. Edina, good job getting your system in place.
Connor Hurley, the lone goal at 6:33. We're through one period of the championship game of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. The score, Edina 1, Wayzata 0. Our first intermission coming up. Live coverage of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament on the Saturday night continues in just a moment.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We're a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
At Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable Clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
The recession took a toll on jobs, but some manufacturers in Brooklyn Park say they can't find enough qualified workers.
One of the largest World War I memorials in the country gets a fresh new look in Robbinsdale.
The Maple Grove hockey team scored a big win over Benilde St. Margaret's. It's the second time the Crimson.
After 34 years in the same route, a Plymouth mail carrier says goodbye.
Discover your neighborhood news.
And stories you can only see here.
Discover 12 News.
Edina 1, Wayzata 0 championship game of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Let's go down ringside now and Jay Wilcox.
Thanks very much, John. And we are with Pat O'Leary, the Wayzata head coach, and fast-paced first period. Pat, what were your thoughts on how your team played out there?
I think we did fine. We missed something on a possession there, and they scored there. But I mean, we took that penalty and didn't get the puck deep on that play. We took a penalty. We killed it off, which is what we want. So down one after one, and we got to get some more pucks to the goalie. I think we haven't thrown too much at their feet. We're trying to make that backdoor tap on all the time. Where early in the game, you got to throw pucks on net.
How big was it to kill that penalty off late in the period, like you guys were able to?
Yeah, I mean that's huge. Obviously, it gets some morale up a little bit. It's obviously better to be down 1-0 than 2-0, and try to figure out what they're doing in their power play. And if our guys stay tight, it's always a good team building if you kill a penalty off.
Talk a little bit about the makeup of this year's team. I know a lot of new faces in the lineup from what we saw, at the postseason last year. A lot of sophomores, but overall, how are you feeling about it?
Good. I mean, it's going to take time. Obviously, we're young this year to start off. This is a great battle for us tonight. I'm glad we got to play tonight against Edina. They're a perennial 1 or 2 team here. So I know we're happy with our guys so far. It's going to take some time. We know that we got some good skill and some kids with a little bit of swagger, but we got to get them in positions where they're going to play in roles that they haven't played at a high school level yet. And so it's going to take some time. But we'll be better every game.
Aside from win-loss early in the season like this, how much as coaches do you like to see your kids put in this type of situation, and not just playing a good opponent, but having a packed crowd to play in front of them, just kind of get used to it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't, dial it up any better than this. These first 2 games, it was packed last night against Maple Grove. It was a great, team around here, and Edina's obviously, like I told you, one of the top teams every year, and so it's just good for them to kind of get the jitters out and stuff, and because, if we come to section time play, or even in our conference play, this is how the crowds are every night, and so they just got to get used to it, and, I think that's why they came to Wayzata to play, so play in front of big crowds and against good teams, so.
All right, thanks for joining us, Pat. Good luck the rest of the way here tonight.
Appreciate it.
All right, Pat O'Leary, the head coach of the Wayzata Trojans. His team trailing Edina 1-0 after 1 here in the Turkey Trot Championship. We'll be back to Plymouth Ice Center with more in just a moment. It's the Channel 12 Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
At Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
And to follow them is a big thrill for us.
Tell me a little bit about an update on your other grandsons here. We got Tyler playing for Edina, but you got some others that are still playing high-level hockey.
Louis playing in Penticton, and his team's in first place. He's done pretty well so far. He's got 8 goals and 10 assists in 18 games. And Vinny Letteri's playing in Lincoln with a very good team. He's got 6 goals and 3 assists in 14 games. So they're doing well. They get good competition. It's something, for them to improve their game, and playing against better competition has really been a boon for their development thus far.
Unfortunately, NHL fans are without hockey this winter. What have you been hearing, if anything, about the way things are going or not going on that front?
Well, they're 181 million or so apart, but it's not just 181 million. It's the fact that the fear of the players' representative really wants to guarantee that 181 million, and it doesn't matter in his mind if the revenues fall down or if the Canadian dollar changes. So his part of the pie would change drastically if there was some changes in the economy, and he doesn't want to give it on that point. Unless he does, I don't see them settling. I think they're going to have him move somewhat before the league agrees to it.
Bad news, obviously, for pro hockey fans, but do you think it'll pick up attendance for college and high school potentially this winter if they don't get things settled?
Well, I'm sure hockey fans will migrate to any place they can to see games. The university's basically sold out. The high schools get a good following. They might get a bigger following. But I do anticipate the league will settle. I still can't believe that they'd have another league shut down for the whole year. I really believe that they have till, I'd say, January 14th to make a deal, and I think they'll make one by then.
Obviously, you've got Kurt Giles, an old North Star, coaching the Hornets. Gordy Roberts is now going to be taking over the program at Elk River. Is it kind of rewarding to you to see some of those guys have stuck around and giving back and coaching the young kids?
I think that's terrific. Kurt's got an assistant, Dave Longin, who also played for us, and Don Beaupre, the goalie coach, who played for us, and Bellows coaches in the minor program, and you got Gordy Roberts out there coaching. I think it's just great that these former North Stars come back and give back. I know Sean Toomey coaches in the summer. A lot of the guys have been coaching. It's been a big, I'd say, help to the players because they imparting some of their knowledge and they enjoy working with them, and it's certainly been good for the guys to stay involved in the game.
Thanks so much for joining us again here, Lou, and enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the high school hockey season.
Thank you. I am, and I usually do. Thanks very much.
All right, Lou Nanny watching his grandson Tyler play for Edina. They lead Wayzata 1-0 here at the end of one period. We'll have more of the Turkey Trot tournament coming up here from the Plymouth Ice Center.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
At Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
Big crowd on this Thanksgiving weekend at the Plymouth Ice Center after one period of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Championship. Edina leads Wayzata by a score of 1-0. Highlights from the opening period of play. Wayzata getting some good scoring chances early. The best chances came early in the period. And Willie Benjamin coming up with one of his 4 saves there. On Chad Olson was in front of the net for Wayzata. Edina getting more of the chances later in the period. A big stop there by Aaron Dingman. They couldn't stop them all. Connor Hurley snapping a shot off from the circle, scoring at 6:33. The assist on that goal going to Ben Foley and Bull Brower to make it 1-0. Edina just seemed to keep coming in waves. Aaron Dingman was busy, and even though the shots on goal, Dan Fickett, are only 8-4, it seemed like more like that. I mean, Edina just seemed like they kept coming and coming. Weren't necessarily getting all the pucks on that, but definitely had the puck possession as you look at the numbers for the period.
Well, they come down as a team. It isn't just one guy, and they're moving together. There's usually 3 or 4 guys. And John, you made a good point too. Their defense is even jumping into the deal here. and moving forward, and they're playing north and south. So it looks like they're more dominant, and in a way they are, although, you know, some of the stats don't really show it, etc. But Wayzata did have their chances, but it is going to be very important for the Trojans to get the next goal, because right now with the way things have tilted a little bit, they're going to have to get some things straightened out and get some openings.
Edina 1, Wayzata nothing after 1. We'll come back with the second period of play. Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament continues on 12 Sports after this.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand-name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear. So score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
The recession took a toll on jobs, but some manufacturers in Brooklyn Park say they can't find enough qualified workers.
One of the largest World War I memorials in the country gets a fresh new look in Robbinsdale.
The Maple Grove hockey team scored a big win over Benilde St. Margaret's. It's the second time the Crimson...
After 34 years in the same route, a Plymouth mail carrier says goodbye.
Discover your neighborhood news.
And stories you can only see here.
Discover 12 News.
John Jacobson with Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox. It's Edina 1, Wayzata nothing after one period of play. And I want to thank again Lou Nanny for joining us in between periods. And how long could you just sit and listen to that guy talk hockey, Dan? I mean, all night, right?
Yeah, we could just shut this whole thing down and we'd have a conversation with him. He's just, and it's really, you know, we're grateful to him for the time because he gets asked this all the time. But, you know, he's always been a very giving person, and he really loves this sport at all levels, and to watch him be able to support his sons and be part of these programs and come out here and do this, yeah, he's a great guy. What an ambassador for hockey.
His grandson Tyler on the team this year, as he talked about, wears the same number as Grandpa used to wear for the North Stars many years ago, number 23. And I was just thinking about this, the North Star connection with the Edina program. They wear similar team colors as the North Stars used to have. Kurt Giles, their coach, got Don Beaupre on the staff, and Dave Langevin. Got his grandson playing. Miguel Fiddler, who's number 12 for Edina. His dad was Mike Fiddler, who played a couple of seasons with Coach Giles, and it's just fun to see. And I can't believe it's been almost 2 decades since the North Stars left for Dallas.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I just feel so young right now, John.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's how you rebuild a program, and it's wonderful that these pros, you know, are taking time to work with these young kids rather than going into something with maybe more money or whatever. It's really good to see.
Can you bring back Met Center, Dan, for me?
Oh, wouldn't that be a joy and a half? Oh, old-time hockey, John, in the old-time building here.
Great hockey building.
Oh. Tailgating during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Nothing like it.
Edina up 1-0. Early in the second period, Hornets control the puck out to center ice. Tyler Nanny headmanning it to Hurley. Stops the circle, and this pass misses Ryan Hatch at the left point and skated down by Reno. Brings it up to center into the Wayzata zone. Reno off for Hurley, and his pass out to the point. No one there for Edina, and all the way back down in the Hornet zone, back behind Benjamin. And the net where Hatch takes it. Passing it ahead for Malmquist. And off the stick, Brower, as Wayzata brings it back. This is Jack Sorensen trying to carry it deep. Sorensen lost it as he ran into Matt Nelson. Nelson with a pass ahead to Jordahl. Jordahl, drop pass, shot from the circle, wide, off the stick of Brower. Good start to the second period, good pace. Hemingway for Wayzata. Playing it back behind his net for Kyle Olson. Out of the zone it comes and taken by Nelson. Nelson banking it ahead to the Wayzata line. Hemingway there. And Foley shooting it in for Edina. Oh, and a great check is knocked out of the play is Munson. And it's lost in front and buried, and it's 2-0 Edina.
A nice defensive play by Wayzata. They get it out and get control, and they cough it up, and a turnover. And number 19, Bo Brower, standing right in front and buries it. It looked like it went 5-hole on Dingman. Ooh, tough way to start. We'll see it here. Great pancake check. Puck gets free. Wayzata's got it. Oh, here, let me make a blind pass. Ooh, bad mistake. Right under the stick of Bo Brower, and he buries it to give the Hornets a 2-0 lead. You know, it's almost to the point where, John, you really can't make a mistake, mental or otherwise, against the Hornets, because they'll just make you pay.
Brower unassisted at 2 minutes of the second period, and it's 2-0 Edina. From center, shot into the zone by Stevens. Out comes Edina, and they shoot it into the zone. Spicola putting it in. Comes back to the point from Fiddler on the shot from Hull, saved by Dingman. Now Wayzata back. Batra up the wing, shoots it into the Edina zone. Hull getting there first for Edina, and then it's Spicola on the left wing for Fiddler. Misses on the pass for Masterman. Masterman catching it off the boards on the rebound and able to put it on net where Dingman makes the save.
Boy, just relentless there. Just great pursuit by Masterman. He just came in and just got that off the board. You just see him. He just splits the D and goes right at it. Reads the angle just right. Catches the D off guard and just gets a great shot on Dingman there.
Three minutes played here in the second period. Nanny's pass to center, broken up. It's by Zimmer. Zimmer gets spun around as he comes into the Edina zone. Nanny able to retrieve the puck, getting it off for Rash. Out to center ice. Zitzelberger for Wall, who got knocked down and carried back by Hatch. Hatch putting it out in front of the net. Regains control of the puck, left corner. Ryan Hatch trying to get it to the blue line and broken up, and Reno will skate it down, and it's icing actually on Wayzata, and face-off coming back to the Trojan zone.
Well, Edina's working well from the outside, trying to move it out. Wayzata's getting wise to coming up top. Edina probably have to roll back and bring it back down low and work from there. Try to go at the net from the side. On that, I've seen that a few times here. Those passes, about 4 passes going up top of the Edina blue line in the attack zone, have been deflected out. So they're making that adjustment there. They really got to hold on to the puck now. And they got to get 2 to 3 guys moving at the same time out of the zone here. It's been 1 or 2 guys at the most, and maintain control of the puck.
Sorensen and Hurley on the face-off. Left side, Sorensen. Now to Freitag to the blue line. Brower keeps it in for the Hornets. And taken by Lindstrand. Lindstrand turning away from Malmquist. Able to play the puck back for Kyle Olson. Up to center. And onto the stick of, it's an offside call. It's brought in by Malmquist, offside for the Hornets. It's been the first offside we've had tonight.
Yeah, it is actually. Now you mention it. Of course, on a big rink like this, John, it really shouldn't happen that much either. You got plenty of space to spread out, straddle the line if you need to, or drag a little. But with the quickness that both these teams are playing at, especially the Hornets, that's good to see.
Foley shot deflects off the stick of Chad Olson and comes to Sorensen. Sorensen in, and a save by Benjamin as he steers it away to the corner. Now the Hornets come back. Hurley avoids a check. Gathers the puck back in at center. And gets checked off the plays. He played it ahead. Now Wayzata player Lindstrand ran into his own guy. Trojans still able to play it to the Edina zone. Back behind the net. It's onto the stick of Foley. And out comes Edina. Another offside on the Hornets.
Oops, I think you jinxed him, John.
I did.
You know, we're noticing too the support. What's really turning the tide here a little bit for the Hornets too is also their foot speed. They're not giving Wayzata space. Now, on an Olympic-sized rink that Wayzata plays on all the time, that's a pretty big feat. I mean, they're really shutting down the passing lanes. Wayzata cannot find an opening, and you definitely are not going to make 40-foot passes against the Hornets right now. There's a good move.
Stevens plays it to the blue line, kept in by Munson. And lost to Batra. Gets the pass ahead and a shot fired high by Heising. And that coming off. Crashed into, and face-off will come in the Edina zone.
Okay, Wayzata found an opening. Forget my 40-foot pass deal. That one worked well for them. He got in, got a good shot. Well, got a shot off anyway, but it bounced up in front with a rebound. Dangerous situation there. Almost was able to pound it in, but again, Willie Benjamin on top of it.
Play in the Hornets zone. 11.5 minutes to go here in the second period. 2-0 Edina. Goal in each period for the Hornets. Another shot by Heising. Save made by Benjamin. And again, the net comes off. Another face-off in the Hornets zone.
Second time that net came off in a tight situation. We'll have to keep an eye on that. His legs are really active by Willie Benjamin there, but nice turnaround there by Wayzata. You know, they got some control in the attack zone, moved the puck well, and they found an opening. They're coming down through the slot and getting some excellent opportunities here. We just need a fraction of a second more, just a fraction of a second more.
Spicola and Wall facing off. Controlled by the Hornets. They almost cough it up in their own end. Now it's onto the stick of Brower. Pass ahead to Fiddler. Left side, Miguel Fiddler's pass. Broken up. Hornets keep it in the zone. Here's Brower back behind the net. Brower stopping, trying to feed it out for Fiddler in front. Play on the right wing is Edina keeping the puck in. Brower back behind the net. Now after it is Spicola. Taken by Fiddler. Brower back out high. Shot. Deflects. A lot of bodies out in front. Not the initial shot from Hatch as it came to the side of the goal. Now Spicola trying to move it back up to the point for Edina. It's ridden out of the play. Mahout trying to get after it and out of the zone. Comes to the stick of Stevens, still in that Wayzata end. Having trouble getting out. Now Stevens able to bank it out to center. But it's going to end up being icing on Wayzata. They're really having trouble moving the puck. They had a couple shifts ago, and the Heising had the two shots on around the goal, but overall have not been able to move the puck out of the zone.
Well, Edina's man up on him, John. They're working inside out. They're forcing everything outside. If you try to go in the middle, there's always a man there, and they're not letting their guys get more than 5 to 7 feet away from them, and just it's clogging up everything. Wayzata's got no room to either move, skate with it, or pass it.
That's on the left side. Shot on net. We have a penalty coming up here on Edina. An interference call on the first penalty of the night on the Hornets, and the first Trojans power play comes near the midway point of the second period. As Hinnebauer will go off for interference.
Now we'll see if the Trojans now with that man advantage can create some open space for themselves to move and work the puck a little bit. Get Edina to loosen up a little bit, spread them out, see if they can create some good opportunities. I'm not sure the first shot will go in unless it's totally clean, so they're going to have to crash that net and really get in Benjamin's face.
Skated down by Hurley, shorthanded, put it onto the stick of Malmquist, and a big save by Dingman. And the first scoring chance goes to Edina on the Wayzata power play. Now the Hornets at their own blue line need a whistle. We're going to have a hooking penalty coming up, and another penalty on Edina as Hurley's going to go off. Ooh, a 5-on-3 for 1:37 for Wayzata.
Wow, there's a quick turnaround in play. Hurley's not happy with that call, but nevertheless. All right, let's see what the Wayzata Trojans can do here. It's almost a full 2-minute, John, with 5-on-3. Well, take a look at Hurley here. He's number 16. Oh, yeah, gets that stick up and yanks. If he just would have let a stick sit there, it probably wouldn't have been a problem.
Trojans win the faceoff. We'll see how they move the puck here. Lindstrand, top of the left circle for Kyle Olsen. Olsen returning to pass, and shot fired on net by Zimmer. Zimmer gets back after the puck after the save by Benjamin. Turn to Kyle Olsen, the Lindstrand side of the net. Shot in front. Benjamin the save. Good stop on Jalen Wall. Wall skates it down. Returns the puck to Lindstrand. Mahout. Now to Olsen. 53 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Zimmer's pass. Mahout trying to get after it and does keep control of the puck for Wayzata. Lindstrand from Mahout back to Lindstrand. A one-timer. Just whistled wide. Turning and firing on the rebound was Zimmer. Benjamin sprawled out in front of his net to make the stop as Edina is able to clear the zone.
Benjamin just made a fabulous paddle save there.
25 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Shot from the slot. Save made by Benjamin off a Freitag shot. And Edina clears it again in on net. And it's saved by Dingman. Down to 10 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Lindstrand, one more rush for the Trojans. Stops just inside the Edina line. Lindstrand off for Kyle Olsen. Moves into the circle. Shot. Saved by Benjamin. And the puck cleared as the net comes off with one player back on, and now just a regular power play for 22 seconds left for Edina.
You see a nice opportunity from the point here. Goes back down to Mahout there, and then all of a sudden the shot gets rung off. Just make a quick save, and then a beautiful paddle save there. Not on that first shot, but the second shot. And then coming across here again. Going to open up and just wing one. And just deflected by Benjamin. And he got his paddle out front. Two really nice scenarios for Willie Benjamin, and he made a couple nice saves to keep the Trojans out of the net.
You see the time remaining on the power play for Wayzata. Looks like Edina's going to be able to kill it off as they clear it down into the Trojan zone. And one more clear out to center. Comes onto the stick of Hemingway. Drops it back for Stevens, and Edina's back at full strength. And Hurley out of the penalty box has the puck. Gets the shot. That's blocked by Hemingway. And a pass to the side of the net. And bounces off the stick of Andy Jordahl. Comes to Hurley again. Now to the point to Reno. And knocked off his stick by Chad Olsen out of the zone. Edina's got to regroup. Anderson after it. Takes a check back behind his net. Able to release the pass first, though. Edina still controls with Jordahl. And mans it to Hurley at center. On his right wing to Nanny. Nanny centering pass. No one able to get it in a green sweater. And it's played by Wayzata out of the zone and out to center ice. Back ahead. Brought in by Hurley and offside on Edina.
You know, Matt Masterman got caught there in the line change. That second period is when he got that long change. He got caught there, but boy, I'll tell you that not getting that 5-on-3 goal, that gets to you mentally. That gets into your head here. and just boosts Edina right now. And I don't know, we'll have to see here.
Kyle Olson playing it ahead here. Wayzata coming in with Haller. Puck free. Haller has it again for Wayzata. Dumps it off to the corner to Heising. It's checked by Nelson. Now it's Batra. Lost it. And back comes Edina. Fiddler from Masterman. And Fiddler going down. He gets tied up with Zitzelberger. Fiddler frees up the puck. Centering attempt. Broken up by the goalie Dingman. Back to the point. Shot whistled wide of the Trojans net. And onto the stick of Batra. Able to play it up on the right side for Zimmer. And he gets checked to the boards by Foley. Haller back behind the net. Taken out of the play. Masterman for Edina. Lost it as he came to the Trojans line. And Foley for Edina shooting it back in. Zitzelberger for Wayzata out to center. Backhanded by Hinnebauer. Broken up by the Trojans. Shot into the Edina zone. Back out comes Rash. Hits the line. Rash stops. Back out to the point to Hull. And this shot hit off of Brower. Brower tying up with Zitzelberger. Freed up by Hinnebauer with a shot, and shot it high and up into the netting above the net. Deflected and face off in the Trojan zone with 4:44 to go in the second.
Well, John, Edina's impressing me a lot with the way their systems are working out. Everybody's in good position. And the biggest factor, I think, right now is they're winning the one-on-one battles. They go in the corner, they come out with a puck. They go after the neutral zone, they come out with a puck. Wayzata's got to turn that around, and I don't know if they can go physical with them, but at least start cutting their own breaks for themselves by winning a few of these one-on-ones.
Turnover, here's a chance. Nanny fanned on it. Trojans get it back. Freitag shooting it in on net, and Willie Benjamin the stop.
You know, I'm looking at the scoreboard here, and I'm seeing the shot differential at 12-11. It just doesn't seem like that in the favor of Edina. It seems like Edina's had more of an advantage, but the puck control that they're showing and control of the rink is really good tonight.
Puck to Fox. Nice catch by that young man. Face off outside the Edina line. Jay Wilcox will be along with our second intermission in a few minutes. 11th annual Turkey Trot Tournament. Last year won by Maple Grove, and what a year the Crimson had a year ago, getting their first state tournament. Much younger team this year, and the Crimson have started 0-2. They lost last night to Wayzata, and then losing in the third place game earlier tonight to Holy Family Catholic.
Who, John, I got to say, is a pretty impressive hockey team. They look pretty good. And after watching this, that was only 3-2 after 2 periods against Edina. Holy Family's got some recognition in this tournament. I think people are starting to be aware they're a very good hockey team.
You got an Edina guy leading that program, Noel Ron.
Yep. Former Badger guy, too, by the way.
Yep.
Just thought I'd throw them in.
College hockey at Wisconsin and St. Cloud State both.
Yep.
Well, you never miss an opportunity to throw a plug in for the Badgers. I know that.
I want to share the joy, John.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to share the joy.
And shutting your mic down if you talk about the Packers. So 3.5 minutes to go here in the in the second. Shot, and Benjamin, the glove save on the high shot off the stick of Mahout.
Boy, Benjamin's done a really good job tonight, too. I mean, it isn't like Wayzata's not throwing the puck at the net. And, you know, he's got it covered. He's in position. I kind of like the way he kicks the net a little bit when things get a little tense. And I'm sure that's, well, goalie coach Donnie Beaupre. We saw that a few times in North Star at the Met Center.
I think for safety reasons, though, the nets nowadays are much easier to knock off than they were, say, 20 years ago. They shortened the little the post that the net actually sits on.
Absolutely.
Play at center ice. Turnover. Edina getting it and played nicely by Hemingway. He's able to keep a scoring chance away from Cullen Munson. Jordahl trying to get it to Munson and comes to Hemingway. Takes a hit along the boards, able to get the puck up the wing, and out comes Wayzata with Chad Olson. And the squeeze between the two Edina players was Freitag. Out comes deep centering pass in front. And a shot going wide off the stick of Hemingway. Freitag missing on the opportunity in the slot, and then Hemingway shot going wide of Benjamin in the net. Edina clearing it out to center. Shot back in by Freitag. Out comes Nelson. It's a shot on net. Dingman makes the save, and that's the cover up with Nelson. Cruising looking for the puck, and then a little in-your-face stuff after the whistle. And there's some players, I imagine they're going to be going here.
There's at least going to be one each and maybe two. But you can see some frustration there in Wayzata's part too, and Nelson came in and took a little poke at the goalie, and I think it was Chris Haller came in and defended his goalie, and that's, you know, John, that's part of hockey. You touch my goalie, doggone it, you're going to get a message saying you're not going to do that anymore. No, it's Alex Hemingway that stepped in, along with Chase Haller for the Trojans, for their goalie. And they've opened up the Edina box. Just a question of how many. Yeah, they're going to take two.
Well, Fiddler and Brower go off for Edina, and Haller and Hemingway for Wayzata. Take a look at it.
We'll see Matt Nelson coming in, and all of a sudden he takes a shot on that glove after it covered the puck, and I'm not real happy about that. And here they come. Bang. Just a quick shot saying, dude, don't do that anymore. And the refs recognize this too. I don't think anybody's going to walk out of this with an advantage. I just think they'll sit the 4 players down and just cool off for 2 minutes and then get back out here and play some more hockey.
Two-liners each, we believe. All at 14:58.
Getting this straightened away pretty quick here. Well, the Trojans got 5 out. Edina's got 5 out. Yeah, so they'll just be 2-minute penalty straight across the board, offsetting, and we'll play 5-on-5 here now.
Set to go, and face off outside the Wayzata line. Taken by the Trojans. Mahu playing it into the Edina zone. Mahu takes a check from Reno and goes to the ice. Play back behind the Edina net, taken by the Hornets. Pass goes to Reno, another check. Play ahead into the Trojan zone. Battling for it along the boards. Hurley. Onto the stick now of Kyle Olson. Olson playing it up for Zimmer. Rink wide pass. This is Chad Olson. Chad Olson carries deep centering pass. Oh, and Benjamin with a huge save on Jalen Wall. Wall with another shot, and that's fired just wide of Benjamin in the Edina net. Hornets clear, but not out. Shot wide of the net by Kyle Olson. Taken by Parker Reno. Reno passing in front of his net, getting it to Hatch, out the center ice, onto the stick of Nanny. Nanny comes in, shot, he scores! Tyler Nanny makes it 3-0 Edina.
Wow, what a play. Wayzata just down there starting to get some shots rung off. Jalen Wall getting a couple great opportunities and stuff like that. Edina makes one breakout. Just a marvelous play by Tyler Nanny, using the man coming down the slot, which is Connor Hurley, I believe. Yes, as a deacon. Now watch this. He'll just say, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. No, I'm not. Finds the short side there. And Dingman, you know, he's kind of helpless there, John. What's he going to do? He's got to cover the front. He's got to cover the slot, too. It was just a great, accurate shot by Tyler Nanny. There you go. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. And then bang. Puts it up top. Just a great hockey play by a really good hockey player.
Hurley will get the assist on the Nanny goal. And a big one in the final minute of the second period to make it 3-0 Hornets. Heising able to keep the puck in the zone only for a moment for Wayzata. Given back to Edina at center. Jordahl skates it in. Run into a check there and cleared by Wayzata out of the zone as it gets past Hull at the point. Then Hull wait a few seconds, passes it back for Hayden Anderson. And we are through 2 periods of play here in the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. And Wayzata missing, Dan, on their opportunity when they had the 5-on-3 for 1:37, unable to cash in. Wayzata, or Edina rather, gets one late, and now they're up 3-0.
Yeah, and Pat talked to you a little bit before the previous game, and he mentioned that transition. You know, in that last minute there, you know, Wayzata's got something going. I mean, they're down there and they're getting some shots, and all of a sudden, quick, bang, bang, boom. Edina's down on the other end with Tyler Nanny with the puck, Connor Hurley, and all of a sudden they've created a 2-on-1 situation and put it away here. So Wayzata's got to reassess here. They're going to have to figure out how they're going to get the puck effectively. And I think one thing they got to get somebody in front of Benjamin. There's too many stray shots from way outside. They need to start crowding him a little bit. Maybe stick somebody down there as soon as they get in the zone. That should help disrupt Benjamin a little bit. Tighten up in the defensive zone too. Just keep him from the outs. Keep him from the inside.
Edina 3, Wayzata 0. We're back with the second intermission of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament on 12 Sports in a moment.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
At Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
Edina 3, Wayzata 0 after 2 periods of play in the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Back to the rinkside we go to Jay Wilcox.
Thanks, John, and we are with Kurt Giles, Edina head coach. And Kurt, your impressions through that first 2 period, how do you think your team's playing?
Yeah, I think the kids are playing fairly well, you know. It's early in the season, our second game, you know, so we're trying to sort some things out, and they seem to be doing okay.
Get that goal very late in the period. How much does that give the guys a little extra jump even heading into the third?
It always helps, you know, if you can get a goal in the last 5 minutes of the period or the first 5 minutes of the period, it really helps. It's hard to give one up then, but Wayzata's got a good team. They're a young team. They play extremely well, and he's done a very nice job with that team.
Got a chance to see something you don't always want to see, your penalty kill, but how did you feel like that part of it worked out for you?
They did well, you know. We haven't practiced it yet this year, or that or the power plays, so, yeah, but we've had most of the kids from last year. They know what to do, and, you know, they did a nice job in the penalty kill.
You mentioned Wayzata being a little bit young. Maple Grove's a little bit younger too, but even having said that, this tournament, is it a good way for you guys to get tested early, to find out what you have early in the season?
Oh, there's no question. This is always a great tournament for us at the beginning of the year. It shows us a lot. I mean, Wayzata's got a good team. Maple Grove's got a good team. Holy Family's got a good hockey team. So this is a great tournament for us to kind of set and see where we're at and see the things we need to work on.
All All right, should be a good winner for the Hornets. Good luck the rest of the way tonight and all season, Kurt.
Thank you.
All right, Kurt Giles, the head coach of the Hornets. They lead at 3-0 over Wayzata here after 2 periods of the Channel 12 Turkey Trot Championship game here for 2012. We'll be right back to Plymouth Ice Center.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
At Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
Welcome back to Plymouth Ice Center. It is Edina leading Wayzata by a score of 3-0 here after 2 periods of the championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. And joining us now, Jake Fleming, a former Osseo and University of Minnesota standout, who's now working as a scout with Sioux City in the USHL and also Austin of the NAHL junior hockey. And Jake, tell me a little bit about your duties with those programs as you try and find them some players.
Well, primarily working in the Twin Cities area. Scouted the Elite League this fall, so caught games for about 6 weeks in the Elite League. And now I'm just going to be watching the majority of the high school games, you know, just trying to find some players that are looking to move to the next level and trying to find some top young talent for these teams to keep an eye on throughout the year.
In general, what are you looking for? I mean, obviously looking for good players, but what are some specifics that you maybe try and look at for players out here?
Well, right now in the USHL, you're going to see some of the top players that are already drafted, so you can't do anything with them because they're protected. But really what I'm looking for is guys that are unprotected, guys that are draft eligible, and specifically, you know, looking for guys with a good skill set, guys that are good skaters, guys that can handle the puck, guys that see the ice well. And on top of that, really, I mean, we see guys with good skill, but we also want to see guys that do the little things away from the puck, guys that compete hard, guys that go to loose pucks, guys that are willing to do the dirty work and you know, pay a price to win games, and just overall guys that, you know, have the skill but also have the compete level to play at the next level.
I know you've done some coaching in junior hockey as well. What's your experience been like with juniors? Is it something that you've really enjoyed?
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy working with these young men and trying to help them advance their hockey career. It's a very challenging job at the junior level. You really have to work hard to recruit and find players that fit your program and players that are committed to the game and committed to doing the right things off the ice and committed to school. And so it's very challenging as a coach and as a recruiter, and it's been a real good learning experience for me in trying to help some of these players advance to college hockey.
The head man on the Wayzata bench, a former teammate of yours in college. You won a championship with Pat O'Leary. Does it still kind of bring back good memories when you see him or any of those guys from that team?
Yeah, for sure. It's good to see Pat doing well with Wayzata, and I know he enjoys the game and enjoys coaching, and it's fun to run into him and talk to him and just, you know, see how things are going with his players. And, you know, it's good to know guys like that. You know, you can stay in touch with them, and we all work together, and we all have a common goal in hockey.
Thanks for joining us, Jake, and good luck this year. And have fun getting to watch hockey. That can't be all bad to get out and watch young hockey players all winter long, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's fun to be involved in the game and be in the rink all winter long.
All right, thanks, Jake. That's Jake Fleming, who's working as a scout in the USHL and also North American Junior Hockey League. He's a former star at Osseo High School and then for the Gophers. We'll be back with more here from Plymouth Ice Center. The Channel 12 Turkey Trot Championship. Edina leading host Wayzata 3-0 after 2.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
Edina 3, Wayzata nothing through 2 periods of play in the championship of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. 1-0 Edina led after the first, and they add to it in the second period. They get their first goal 2 minutes in. Ben Brower taking advantage of the turnover and gets an unassisted goal to put Edina up 2-0. Trojans with some, or the Hornets rather, with some other good opportunities. That one on the shot on net by Matt Masterman. Wayzata also with some opportunities on net in that second period of play. They had a 5-on-3. They're able to get some shots in on goal, and Edina able to weather the storm there. The Hornets getting a shot, and now Wayzata again with the opportunity, moving the puck on that 5-on-3, and the shot there. And that was the best opportunity there on the shot that was wide by Lindstrand, and the rebound by Zimmer was saved by Willie Benjamin. And the shot that led to 4 minor penalties and a little rough stuff along the boards. No power play came out of that. 2 minors for each team. And then in the final minute of play, Tyler Nanny snaps off that shot to give Edina their 3rd goal of the night and make it a 3-0 game. Shots on goal uneven, but the scoring chances have definitely favored the Hornets so far tonight. Penalty minutes about even. Edina 0 for 1 on the power play, and Wayzata 0 for 2. We're through 2 periods. Our score, Edina 3, Wayzata nothing. More hockey on 12 Sports in a moment.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
And Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
The recession took a toll on jobs, but some manufacturers in Brooklyn Park say they can't find enough qualified workers.
One of the largest World War I memorials in the country gets a fresh new look in Robbinsdale.
The Maple Grove hockey team scored a big win over Benilde St. Margaret's. It's the 2nd time the Crimson...
After 34 years in the same route, a Plymouth mail carrier says goodbye.
Discover your neighborhood news.
And stories you can only see here.
Discover 12 News.
So how easy is it to stay connected with the all-new 12E Connect? It's really easy. Just go to 12.tv, click on the 12E Connect icon, sign up, choose the area or areas that are most important to you, what's happening in your city, your school district, the latest sports, and 12E Connect sends you email messages letting you know when related stories or programs will be on. Then all you have to do is watch Channel 12. It's that easy. Channel 12's all-new 12E Connect. Sign up, stay connected.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
With Jay Wilcox and Dan Ficken up here at ringside, it's John Jacobson with the call of this championship game, and Dan through 2 periods, now 3-0 Edina. They have looked pretty strong through the first 5 periods of the season. A win last night over Holy Family, and tonight ahead after 2.
Well, you know, I think we talked about it before the game started too, John. Edina, you know, everybody's back. They're experienced. They made a higher level last year, I think, and it's making a difference. And having them all come back now and working together, it's really showing here. Wayzata, we said, was young. They've lost a lot of experienced players, and you know, and again, second game of the season, you know, for either team. Okay, nothing's going to be set in gold or in stone on this game right here. They're learning about each other. I thought Kurt Giles said it very well in the interview. He said, well, you know, we can look for things to work on and stuff. And I'm kind of like, wow, that's what this part of the season is about. I mean, nothing's perfect right now. You might have a good game now, and all of a sudden later on in the season, it's a whole new ball game because both teams are going to get better. So we'll see what Wayzata can do now. And if they can get a shot or two to crawl in and get themselves back in the game, maybe they can change some of this momentum around. So we'll see what Pat O'Leary talked to them about, and see if they can keep picking it up here and stick one past Willie Benjamin.
We are underway here in period number 3 at the Plymouth Ice Center. Edina's Parker Reno shooting it into the Wayzata zone. Turnover, Nanny gets it right out in front. Hurley shot right on net, and the save by Dingman. Hurley and Nanny each with a goal tonight. Nanny gets it, takes a check from Lindstrand. Rink wide pass onto the stick of Zimmer from Freitag, and pass in front, trying to hit wall, but that was too far. Taken by Zimmer. Takes a check there from Hatch. Cleared ahead and at the Edina line, or at the center ice line. Edina coming in. Malmquist lost it, played by Wall. Ian Malmquist tie up. Here's Malmquist behind the net. Comes to the corner. Top of the right circle. Malmquist shot off a Wayzata skate. Kept in by Nelson. He takes a check, but able to get a shot that went wide of the net first. Off in the corner, Jordahl gets tied up by Kyle Olson. To the point. Shot by Reno, or by Foley, deflects wide. He's still in that Trojan zone, as it has been a lot of the night. Even though the shots on goal are about even for the game, kind of had control of the play a good share of the evening. There's a shot on goal. Dingman making the save off Nelson's shot. Well, it'll be skated down by Ben Foley in his own zone. Sophomore D able to play it up to center. Too far, and Wayzata gains it back. Lost it at center. Up on the right wing comes to Brower. Brower down to the corner. Taken out of the play. And we get a face off as the net comes off back behind Dingman. First whistle of the 3rd period.
And the last of the players and penalties are out now, so both benches are fully restored.
Edina wins the face-off. Masterman playing it into the Trojan zone. Zitzelberger. Pass, and Stevens got knocked down. Hornets get it back. Hull ahead to Masterman. Broken up at center by Haller. Hull up to center. Spicola shoots it in. Fiddler after it. Fiddler takes the hit from Zitzelberger. Puck comes to the side of the net. Dingman playing it back. Masterman, the blue line, and hops past Anderson. Then he tried to bring it in, but it was offside. And the face-off outside the Wayzata line. 14:08 to go.
I was watching Miguel Fiddler in that last shift. You know, Wayzata was breaking out, and the center was coming straight up the ice with his head down, and Fiddler just could have blasted him and just kind of nudged him and took it a little easy on him. And about 10 seconds later, Fiddler just got nailed by one of the D on the Wayzata side.
Pass to the high slot. And here comes Nanny. He's got a 2-on-1 with Rash. Trying to get the pass back and getting back into the play. Hemingway, a nice job to break it up for Wayzata.
Hemingway made a nice play on that 2-on-1. He stayed right in the middle and let them make the play, and he stuck a stick right in the middle to break it all up and save his goalie scoring opportunity to be saved on.
Nanny getting it back, trying to center it, now trying to wrap it around. Goes after the puck to the corner. Out to the left point to Hatch with a shot. Puck stopped by Dingman and onto the stick of Freitag. After bringing it out, stopped at the Edina line on a check from Reno. Fired into the Wayzata zone by Rash. In moves Brower, lost it, back to the blue line. Hatch with a shot saved by Dingman.
Boy, just some patience on that shot. Wayzata did a nice job getting back in their own defensive zone, but then coughed it up and let it slip up to the blue line there for Edina to get a shot. It was a patient shot, and he finally got one in on Dingman, despite the bodies in front of him.
Shot going wide by Nelson.
I'm not sure Dingman saw that one, John.
Shot away by Zimmer, goes wide of Benjamin in the Edina net. Malmquist ahead. Brought by Hurley in for Brower. Fires a shot. Dingman to save the rebound. Off the stick of Hurley. And that one failed to connect as Wayzata able to clear. And it's back to the Hornet zone. Onto the stick of Holy. Ahead comes Brower, left side. Excuse me, Hurley brought it in on the left side. Poked free by the Trojans. And out of the zone. It'll be Ben Foley after it for Edina. Just over 12 minutes to go in the third period. A 3-0 Edina lead. Touched at center. No, apparently not by Hurley, or if he did, he was on his side of the center red line, and it's icing on Edina.
A little relief here now. Wayzata's going to get a face-off down in the Edina zone and see if they can generate something here. Well, Edina's puck movement, John, has just been outstanding tonight, hasn't it? They always seem to find somebody. They can move it either side of the ice and then get it going north and south just as quick as they want to.
Jordahl and Sorensen on the face-off. Face-off won by Edina. Skated down by Anderson. Hayden Anderson got the puck behind his net for a hole around the boards. And out of the zone it comes to Jordahl at center. On the left wing, drop pass back for Jordahl. Shot and the save by Dingman. Back out to Hull. Comes to the right boards to Munson. Centering it out in front. Masterman got turned around. And it's turned back by Wayzata. Freitag taking the pass from Nate Dingman. Fired it wide of the net. Freitag trying to get after it again. Now picked up by Sorensen. Turns and fires. Freitag in the corner looking to center. Taken out of the play. It's taken by Anderson of Edina. Up to Masterman at center. Poked off his stick by Hemingway. Those two guys right after each other. The puck comes free in the corner. Turnover in the circle. Puck loose out in front. And shot and save made. Hornets get it back. Backhand attempt from in front from Masterman, broken up by the Trojans. They flip it out and they ice the puck. And a face-off back in their end.
Just a really good looking forechecking pattern. Some good movement by the Hornets. Getting some shots. Wayzata having to get themselves off the ice. They're just tired in their own zone. And an icing was forced. Wayzata threw it out of the zone. They just didn't have a choice in the matter.
Wayzata coming out to center. Lost the puck as they came into the Hornet zone. Hatch playing it ahead. Down into the Trojans end. Down to the stick of Molk. Up on the wing for Heising and out to center. Trying to chase after it was Batra. And gets there along with Hatch. Centering pass, a shot. And that goes wide of the net. Batra getting muscled down by Sorensen, or excuse me, by Hatch.
And we're going to have an elbowing penalty, but
Nanny is going to get a penalty here.
Well, here's an opening. Now, one thing, John, I noticed too, Wayzata, when they're coming down the ice, they need to get it to the outside, spread it out, let their players catch up to them. A lot of times, especially the last time Freitag came down, got right to the middle and tried to take a shot just inside the blue line. Well, that's not going to fool Benjamin. Now, here's an opportunity. We talked about this. Get somebody in front of Benjamin, agitate him a little bit, and get this thing spread out.
Elbowing on Nanny at 6:55. Trojans 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Puck carried by Wall. Back behind the net, comes free to the side of the circle, and then losing it off his stick was Zimmer. Kept in by Kyle Olsen. Off to the corner. Mahu doesn't get there, but Zimmer does. Zimmer turns, fires, saved by Benjamin. Right point to the boards. High slot, and then to the circle. Shot made by Kyle Olsen, and it's blocked. Comes to Olsen again. Lindstrand moving it off to Zimmer, and then the return pass, and it gets past Lindstrand and down into the Trojan zone. 45 seconds left in the power play for Wayzata.
Well, John, so far it's been good puck movement by Wayzata. Now they got to start getting some shots on net here. They spread it out good, and they're getting some openings. Now start taking those shots.
Jalen Wall stops in the corner, gets it back out high to Olsen. Return pass intended for Wall, but that didn't connect on the pass from Lindstrand. Side of the net comes and fired down by Hurley to the Wayzata end. 10 seconds left in the power play for the Trojans. Lindstrand to Sorensen as Edina's back at full strength. Hurley taking the puck for the Hornets at the Trojans line. And it's a whistle with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to play. A 3-0 Edina lead. They led at the 6:33 mark of the game. Score by Connor Hurley. It was 1-0 after one, and they added 2 goals in the second period from Bo Brower and Tyler Nanny. So we stand at 3-0. Puck put up in front and off the stick of Hemingway, out of play.
Hemingway's done a good job tonight. He stepped up in front. He's been guarding guys pretty good. He's gotten out and he defended his goalie in that one ruckus they had, and he's also moved the puck pretty good out of his zone.
Fiddler bringing the puck in for Edina to the Trojan zone. Back behind the net with a pass out in front, and a shot by Brower put on net. Back it comes to the right point to Ben Hull. And out to center. Pass to Spicola. Shot on net, saved by Dingman. Icing on Wayzata.
Yeah, another thing that's impressed me a lot tonight, how tough Edina's defense is. Even on that penalty kill. And once that puck got down low, Edina's defense took charge. They cleared it out 4 times just on their own. No help from the forwards at all. They're a really solid front-to-back team all the way around. They know where they should be, and they're playing very, very physically.
Centering pass for Nanny. Broken up. Zitzelberger for Wayzata. Releasing the pass to Heising, who lost it at center and fired into the zone by Batra. Marino for Edina. To Nanny. Nice pass ahead at center ice to Brower. Brower carries deep, fires it wide of the Trojans' net. Right point, Reno keeps the puck in the zone. Back behind the goal. Zitzelberger up to center. Shot in by Heising. And taken by Reno. Reno on his left for Munson. Trying to get the pass to Nanny. Nanny out in front. That's broken up. Jordahl right out in front for the Hornets. Here's Matt Nelson. He'll skate it in right side. Centering attempt. Broken up by Wall. Another centering pass. This one by Jordahl. That goes off a skate. And taken by Zimmer of Wayzata. For Kyle Olson up to the blue line. Carried by Wall into the zone. Jalen Wall a shot. Goes wide of the Hornets net. And out of the zone it comes. Masterman lost it as he came toward the line. Zimmer. Pass ahead for Mahout. Knocked down by Zimmer. Taken by Hurley for Edina. Hurley trying to split the D, but playing the puck nicely. Kyle Olson back to the Edina line. Hayden Anderson there. Missed on the pass to Masterman. Masterman getting the puck though. Drops it back for Hurley. Up to missed Masterman at center. Comes back onto the stick of Hurley. And he'll skate it up through center. Across the Wayzata line. Hurley trying to catch up with it one more time. Behind the net. Takes a check from Lindstrand. And they're still pushing at each other. And the puck freed up. Taken by Hurley. Gets it back out to the point. Anderson is shot wide of the Wayzata net. Hull couldn't get a shot on as Zimmer got it out of the zone. Anderson back ahead. Touched into the zone by Edina. Knocked down at center off the clearing attempt, and Hull shooting it right back in. Kyle Olson around the boards, kept in left point by Anderson. Puck comes free. Left point moving in. Anderson's shot blocked. Anderson another attempt. That goes wide of the net. Comes to Hull at the right point. Off into the circle. Poked away. And off past the blue line. And there's an offside. They just said I'm going to present the trophy. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it from here. I'm going to have to hand that over to Jay Wilcox to hand over the championship trophy tonight.
But a handsome trophy it is, John. I got a chance to look at it. Certainly an early season honor for any team that has the honor to win it.
Shot from inside the blue line. Blocked by the Hornets D. Puck comes out to center. High in the air, knocked down across the line. Brought in by Brower. Brower back out, left point, shot away. And that's up and out of play off the stick of Ryan Hatch.
Well, there just is no space at all and time inside the Edina zone. There haven't been very many shots within 10 feet of Willie Benjamin tonight. Everything's been outside, away at the top of the blue line here. Edina's done a spectacular job of playing defense. They're also spreading out now in the offensive zone, John, and really moving that puck around. And eventually it gets back to the slot here, and they open up for a shot in there.
Tyler Nanny for Edina. Gets the pass for Spicola behind the net. Nanny taking a check from Haller. Zitzelberger can't clear. Nanny crashing in. Broken stick now. And rough stuff along the boards, and Hornets still able to keep the puck in the zone. Now it pops out. Marino circles back, brings it back in. Shot away by Spicola. Save made. Under 2.5 minutes to go here in the hockey game. Left point, shot away, deflects. Nanny fans on it, gets the puck back and fires it in on net, and Dingman the save. And we get more of the grabbing and pushing, and Nanny wrestling pretty good there with Haller.
Chase Haller right in the middle of it again. And then Nanny. Again, just frustration boiling up, and Tyler Nanny doing the right thing, getting in on the net, getting in on the goalie, and Chase Haller having none of it. You get into a bit of a scrum here, and they got him separated out now. And just sit down, boys, relax, take two minutes off here.
Howard's been watching some film of his grandpa from way back. I'm afraid to mix it up.
Whoa. Mr. Nanny's going out. I wonder if Mr. Haller's going to do the same thing. I think he already did, yes. I think they'll just call it 2-minute square each and let him play 5-on-5. Tyler Nanny surely has had a heck of a game here, John. I'm amazed at how well he passes the puck, too. He sees some lanes that other guys don't see. Open ice. Well, you can see Nanny whiffs on the puck, then he gets it into the net. Now it'll come back out. As 22 is in there, Masterman, and then Nanny kind of gets involved, and he grabs Chase to pull him off. And then they get into it, him and Chase Haller.
You grab him by the hair there?
Might have, I think so, yeah.
Trying to grab him.
Well, whatever
Dylan
works, you
Malmquist
know.
trying to grab Brian Mahout there.
Oh. Well, they are late conference rivals, you know. Gee. So, yeah, Pat O'Leary doesn't look, he looks a little upset here.
Well, you want you guys to keep their cool as much as you can. You know, you're frustrated, but you don't want to lose a guy for a game because of fighting, you know, miss the next game because of that. Especially in a game that really the outcome's decided.
Yeah, and really overall, I mean, Edina has not scored in this period. I mean, they've kept him down, kept him off the scoreboard. There's a point there. Now, obviously, they didn't come close. I mean, they've been pretty well dominated by Edina, who's very, very good. But again, it's only the second game of the season, and there's a lot of things that can change.
Whistle came before that shot went into the net. We're going to have a couple more penalties. Those penalties, by the way, were both 2 and 10, Dan. 2-minute minors, roughing, and then 10-minute misconducts.
Oh, okay.
On Nanny and Haller.
It's like Chad Olson or Andy Jordo and Alex Stevens are going to go.
And Colin Munson for Edina.
Sorry. The shotgun, you see there they are, they're going after each other, and the swing was made, and pushing and hitting and a little shoving, a little frustration going on. Now they got an extra penalty up for Wayzata here. Was it a 2-minute and a 4-minute? Okay, now a second Hornets going in the box. We'll see if they change the clock here. A minute 43 left to go.
Brower goes in. Shot, and it's stopped and cleared away by Hayden Anderson.
Well, we've ended up with John as a Wayzata penalty or power play. Edina had the extra 2 minutes on them. They're killing the penalty.
Shot away. That's off the skate of Ben Hull, the defenseman. Trojans trying to get one on the board here. One final power play here late in the third period. Shot from the side of the net. Save made by Benjamin. And that surprisingly coming off behind Willie Benjamin. Remember Dave Norling that played at Totino Grace a few years ago? He was an expert at that.
Yes.
And got called on I think, the championship game or the section semifinals. The game that Grace ultimately won, but that would always seem to come off behind him.
Well, let's see if a little delay game penalty can cure that.
Minute to go here in the hockey game. Puck out to the right point to Kyle Olson. Feeds it across for Lindstrand. Return pass, Lindstrand from Mahout. Now they work it off for Zimmer. Zimmer blasts a shot from the circle, and Benjamin got a piece of that. Comes to Lindstrand. Off to Mahout with 38 seconds to go in the game. Back from Mahout, Lindstrand. Feeds it off for Kyle Olson. And now to Zimmer. Zimmer trying to get the pass across to Flex. Does come to Mahout. And cleared by the Hornets, and they get it out of the zone. Final 20 seconds to go here in the hockey game. Touched by Jalen Wall, up in and out of play with just a few ticks left on the clock.
Well, John, a thoroughly dominating performance here by the Hornets, certainly living up to their #2 billing here in the state so far. Again, it's only the second game of the season, but very, very impressive performance by the Hornets here.
And that'll do it. The 2012 Turkey Trot Tournament champions, the Edina Hornets. Multiple-time winner in this tournament. Come back and win it this year.
Well, and if you remember, John, they lost last year's game by this identical score to Maple Grove, and then they went on to lose to them again later on in the season. So sometimes it's a precursor, but you know, this is the part I like about hockey right here. You know, it got a little rough, got a little frustrating, got a little ugly, but you always have the handshake after the game here, and I think that's one of the greatest hockey traditions ever, where you just say it was a game, it's over, and we're friends again. Of course, there's going to be 2 more meetings between these teams throughout the year here, and not to include sections. So we'll see how these 2 teams progress in the next few meetings they have. But congratulations to the Edina Hornets here, being the winners of the Turkey Trot Tournament for 2012.
We'll stay up for just a moment. Jay Wilcox out on the ice with his fancy shoes. Hope he doesn't slip out there as he gets ready to hand off the championship trophy to the captains of the Hornets. There he is.
Kind of looking at the crowd.
Jay's going to take it home if no one skates over and takes it from him.
Well, look at that. That's a nice looking trophy, man. That'll go into a trophy case and really spark it up. There's our buddy Dave Kaiser, who's just been doing a great job here with the crowd and promoting the tournament. Congratulations.
Parker Reno and Matt Nelson and Connor Hurley will take the hardware home, and there might be a few trophies in that Edina High School trophy case, and they'll make room for one more on Monday. Well, congratulations to the Hornets. 3-0 the final tonight over Wayzata. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and hear from a couple of the winning Edina players. They win it over the host Trojans. We'll wrap up Turkey Trot 2012 from the Plymouth Ice Center after this timeout.
Way to Go Sports is the way to go for high-quality brand name used sporting goods at low prices. We buy and sell quality used sports gear, so score some cash when you sell us your stuff or save some cash when you buy ours. We are a family-owned store with something for the whole family.
Way to go for used bikes. Way to go for used lacrosse gear.
Way to go for all sports.
at Way to Go Sports.
And we sharpen skates, too.
Way to Go Sports in the Golden Valley Shopping Center, where buying sporting goods is fun and affordable.
Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
The recession took a toll on jobs, but some manufacturers in Brooklyn Park say they can't find enough qualified workers.
One of the largest World War I memorials in the country gets a fresh new look in Robbinsdale.
The Maple Grove hockey team scored a big win over Benilde St. Margaret's. It's the second time the Crimson...
After 34 years in the same route, a Plymouth mail carrier says goodbye.
Discover your neighborhood news.
And stories you can only see here.
Discover 12 News.
So how easy is it to stay connected with the all-new 12E Connect? It's really easy. Just go to 12.tv, click on the 12E Connect icon, sign up, choose the area or areas that are most important to you, what's happening in your city, your school district, the latest sports, and 12E Connect sends you email messages letting you know when related stories or programs will be on. Then all you have to do is watch Channel 12. It's that easy. Channel 12's all-new 12E Connect. Sign up, stay connected. Enjoy your private party in the cozy and comfortable clubhouse at New Hope Village Golf Course. Our clubhouse is a great location to host your party, anniversary, business meetings, wedding receptions, showers, and more. This attractive facility is fully accessible, has lots of parking, and enough space to accommodate around 75 people. It's easy to find on Bass Lake Road just west of Winnetka, and with affordable rates, it's easy on the pocketbook. So schedule your event today. Call 531-5178.
Edina wins in the championship game of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. Holy Family takes third. The Hornets skate home with the trophy, 3-0 the final. Let's go back down ringside one final time to Jay Wilcox and wrap up the night.
Thank you very much, John. And we are with Connor Hurley and also Willie Benjamin from the Edina Hornets. And Connor, kind of a good dress rehearsal for the season. You get out here in front of a big crowd and play a couple pretty good teams. How did you feel about the weekend and coming away with the championship?
It was pretty good. I mean, the team was working good together after the first weekend of our games, and everyone was just clicking and getting back from last year. Had a lot of chemistry with a bunch of the guys that came back, and only lost like 2 seniors, so it was good. Started off good.
As always, you know, a lot of expectations in Edina hockey. You guys are ranked second coming in. Do you feel like this is the type of team that has a good chance of ending up back in that state tournament like a year ago?
Definitely. I think we definitely got a chance. Most definitely, yeah.
Lake Conference rivalry is all across the board with all the teams, but Wayzata tonight, things got a little bit feisty, but is that sort of what you expect when you come in and play a conference opponent like this?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. We're getting pretty feisty over here in the last period. So, I mean, yeah, they're fighting and we're fighting. We're just trying to get the win, so.
You guys play some good competition early in the season. Do you look forward to, you know, being tested night in, night out and not having too many easy games along the way?
I mean, yeah, we love the really hard games. Coach loves scheduling that, and we love it. And, I mean, it gets us ready for the end of the year, so, yeah.
All right, nice job, Connor, and we'll bring in Willie Benjamin. Guys, I thought played really solid defensively. You made some big saves, but they, for the most part, were able to keep Wayzata away from the front of your net area. Did you like the way your D played here?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it all weekend. We were really good at boxing out of the zone, and like we box out of the zone, they don't get those slot shots. That's where the danger comes from. I can mostly take the stuff from the outside, so I really like the way we played.
As Connor said, you really have a lot of last year's varsity back. How much does that help, especially early in the season, for everybody to be somewhat on the same page and clicking?
I think the chemistry piece helps a lot, just with like the rushes we have, but also like just we don't have like that same nerves that everybody had coming in last year. Remember we played Maple Grove and everybody was just like a deer in headlights. We didn't know what to do. But this year, like we got a couple of young kids, but they can look up to us, I hope. So it's going a lot better.
Certainly, you hope to be playing for bigger trophies down the line, but is it kind of a nice feeling to start the season with a championship of some kind like this, even on Thanksgiving weekend?
Oh, of course. I mean, we've played in this. I've played 3 years, 2 varsity, 1 JV, and I mean, we've never done anything in it. I don't know if we won for a while, so it's really nice.
All right, congratulations, Willie, and good luck the rest of the season here.
Thank you very much.
Willie Benjamin, goaltender for the Edina Hornets, along with Connor Hurley, one of their captains who had a good night tonight, as Edina beats Wayzata by a score of 3-0 here in the championship of the Turkey Trot tournament. So the Hornets take the championship. Holy Family winning third place over Maple Grove earlier in the evening. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's games here from Plymouth Ice Center. For John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Good night from the Plymouth Ice Center.